Everyone, welcome to the show. As you all likely know, Georgia election workers Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss have been suing or trying to sue several people, different Trump allies, for defamation based on election fraud lies that they propagated. One American news network already settled with them, but they still have outstanding suits against Rudy Giuliani and the Gateway Pundit. I think there might be more that I'm not thinking of off the top of my head, but Giuliani claimed in his deposition for this case that attorney Jenna Ellis provided him with a bunch of the false information that he shared. And so Giuliani referred to Ellis as his assistant, and he named her as one of numerous people who could verify this, who could come forward with relevant information for his so-called defense. Well, Freeman and Moss have been trying to subpoena Ellis for months, and Ellis appears to be avoiding them. They say that Ellis had moved from Colorado to Florida, and so they've been trying to locate her without success for many, many months. In a letter to the court, Moss and Freeman's attorney wrote, quote, "Plaintiffs have incurred significant time and expense, including hiring a private investigator in an attempt to locate Ms. Ellis' now Florida address, and still have been unable to locate and serve Ms. Ellis. Defendant plans to rely on Ms. Ellis in his defense at trial, and plaintiffs would be severely prejudiced if they were unable to depose Ms. Ellis." So the attorney noted they attempted service at an address in Florida, which Ellis is believed to be living at. It's also a home where her mother, for certain, is residing. And they said they could see a woman inside, but she just refused to come to the door. So the judge has now taken an unusual step. The judge in this case is Beryl Howell, U.S. District Judge Beryl Howell, and she has given Moss and Freeman approval to serve Ellis via social media. So Ellis is clearly still alive, right? We know that for a fact because she's been regularly posting pro-DeSantis information on her social media. So the judge said, okay, well, Moss and Freeman can serve her there. They can just serve this through her direct message on her various social media pages. So I looked into this a bit to see if this was a first, if this is the first time this method of service has been approved. Surprisingly, it isn't. Evidently, after the Democratic National Committee, their email servers had been hacked. I think it was in 2015 or 2016, right before the election. You guys will recall a bunch of stuff was leaked out by WikiLeaks in the lead up to the 2016 election. So they were trying to subpoena Julian Assange and WikiLeaks, but because WikiLeaks had no official business address and Assange was hiding out at the Ecuadorian embassy in London, they couldn't physically serve anyone. So that's what they did. They served him through Twitter, believe it or not. So it looks like Ellis is going to have to deal with this, and this should be really interesting. I mean, I can only imagine her so-called sources, what she's going to cite for where she got all of this bogus election fraud conspiracy stuff. Should be a fun story to cover. And, I'm hoping maybe there's another internally decapitated person involved, like with Sidney Powell. Anyway, guys, when I hear more, I will let you know. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.